Alright, welcome to Divekick Infinite. It's the normal streaming hour, Tuesday 5:30 PDT, and this is Thanos PKC. Today, we're going to go over Dr. Shoals and kind of her basics, her normals, her specials, and then we'll walk into her matchups, or at least some matchups. We won't go through all of them because that'd be very long video, but we can go over some of them at least. I do have Capconian who will be visiting us later. He's going to do some matches with us. He's probably one of the better trolls that I know, if not the best, currently. But for now, we're just going to kind of go into Dr. Shoals basics, and I'll load up the game and get started. Right. Right. We'll go into versus first and talk about Shoals here. I'll just have Dive on the other side for now.
I don't have time for fungus.
Alright, so Dr. Shoals is one of the few double kick characters in the game. She has 2 kicks when she's per jump, and her kickback is very unique in that when she does a kickback, she actually can't kick from her kickback. Her 2 kicks look like this. One's a horizontal one and the other one's a steep one. And when she does a kickback, it looks like that. Her kickback comes off the floor and it never hits her minimum height to kick, so that's why she can't kick out of it. Her minimum height to kick is pretty high. It's one of the highest in the game, tied with Fencer. And so I'm going to press D into K really quick, and you can see how low or how high it actually has to start from. I'm going to go ahead and try that again, see if I can get any lower. Nope, looks like it's like the lowest I can go. On descent, it can get a little bit lower, but it's still fairly high. Let's see.
Scalpel, please.
Okay, just try to press it there. Okay, so I guess that's the lowest it goes. So I think that's about the lowest you can kick from descent. She can choose not to do her second kick, and she'll fall out of the sky after a certain length. And also, her second kick actually will hit characters in the corner because of the steepness of it. The hitbox will overlap with anybody who's standing near the corner. It's good to know when you're caught in the corner against Shoals. Alright, we can talk about her special since I have enough meter here. Her ground special is kind of like a replacement for her kickback. If you press it and hold it, you'll keep boosting away. But you can use it like a kickback like this, where you use it and you do a kick after, and it's a little far away, but you can catch people trying to attack you if they're not ready for it, because it is a move that is not used as much as her air special. Alright, let's show off the ground special a little bit more. Oop, I tried to cancel my landing frames, but I'm not sure if you can do it perfectly, because you'll see here I did my air special and just pause before landing. But you can see you can kind of tap it to get that boost back, and you can also hold it to go high, and she can go really high if she has enough meter. I'll go ahead and build up the meter and show you just how high. Yep. So you can use it to do a pseudo kickback, or if you really need to get up high, you can go away and try to kick across. So that's her air special. Her ground special is highly used throughout the matchup. It's one of her, it's basically her major tool to get control of the air. Her ground movement isn't that great because her normals with the high minimum kick and not being able to kick from a kickback means that most of her movement is going to be in the air, and she uses her air special to supplement that. Now, when you're in the air doing your air special, as soon as you activate your air special, it will cause you to float in the middle of the air. And you can use K or D to kind of move left and right. I think D goes to the left side of the screen, K goes to the right side of the screen. And if you press D plus K again, or your meter runs out, then your air special will cancel itself. So I'll show you manually canceling it. So here's jump up, activate, let go, and after you cancel it, you can kick again. And you can do this multiple times. Oop, I didn't have enough meter there. Let me get a more meter. Alright, hopefully I can do a kick, cancel, kick, cancel. Kick, cancel, kick, cancel. And as long as you have meter, you'll be able to do that as much as you want up to a certain height. Obviously, if you cancel too low, you won't be able to kick out of it because then you'll be above your minimum kick height on descent, and so the only option will be to fall. So you'll want to be careful with activating it really low. Alright, let's take a look at her Kickfactor next. There's some more nuances with the air special, but I'll go over that a little bit later. So her Kickfactor basically gets rid of her startup. You'll notice that she doesn't put her knees up on her chest before she does the kick. We'll see when we start the next round that when she starts her kick, she normally starts with bringing her knees up to her chest and then thrusting outwards. And that goes away with Kickfactor, so she doesn't gain any speed, but she does lose all that startup, which, in a sense, that is gaining speed, but her transition from first kick to second kick and from a normal jump to a kick is sped up. See the knees there? Yeah. It's a very slight difference, but it can be very very impactful when you don't have that startup. And one of the things that her normals can't do is when she's in front of someone, it's hard for her to kick like someone that's really close to overlapping. So I had to be a little bit further away just to get that headshot there. And when you have Kickfactor, that's a lot different. See, that I would not normally get if I did not have Kickfactor, but since I had Kickfactor, it allowed me to get that kill there. Let's see. I guess we can go over the intricacies of Dr. Shoals' low meter cancels and high meter cancels. So I want to talk about low meter cancels first. And actually, you need 3 kicks to start your just to activate your air ability. And you get 2 kicks in the air per jump. So usually if you do 1 kick, you're pretty much ready to go here because you can do 2 kicks on your next jump, and that will give you enough to get the special. So I do 1, 2, special, kick. I could just fall, but I could kick again if I want to. And when you do a cancel where it auto cancels itself because you have run out of meter, it's actually faster than if you have to manually cancel. So I'm going to build up a little meter here, and what I'm going to do is a cancel where I have to manually cancel. So that's kick, activate, cancel, kick. So I'm gonna try to do that as fast as I can. I think that's about as fast as I can do it. And you'll notice that Shoals is actually turning around here. That's part of her ability. Whenever she activates her air special, it will make her face the opponent. So as soon as I pass and I activate, you'll notice that she's already facing the opponent. That's what allows you to do the turnarounds here. You'll notice that was a little bit faster than before because of the fact that I did not have enough, I basically had just enough meter where it would cancel instantly, and then I was able to do it again. There's also a little trick, I've talked about plinking before, but I'll restate what that is, and that's pressing K then D, or D then K, but in this particular scenario we're going to talk about K then D, very close together. You'll notice that sometimes if you're moving with your character in Divekick on the ground and you press DK a little bit too fast, you'll trigger your special, and that's what I would call a plink. Plink is a term that's used in fighting games to refer to priority links, where you try to hit two buttons a frame away from each other. In this game, it does have some repercussions, and showing how to do a second kick but do your special right away is kind of the purpose of why I want to talk about it. Right here I have one kick of meter, and I want to do my cancel, but I don't want to spend too much time doing my second kick. But I need 3 kicks of meter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up, I'm going to do a kick, and then I'm going to plink K into D. That will allow the K to basically act first, and that'll give me enough meter, and then when I hit the D button, it'll register that, oh, the computer thinks I wanted to do a special, so it'll immediately go into the special when I hit the D. And it'll look like this. And you notice that you barely see that second kick. Let's raise my meter, get one kick of meter. So I'm going to do it again. And it's a pretty fast way to not have to worry about going into your second kick to build that meter to do your cancel. So I'm going to go ahead and show the way that you would do it if you didn't do a plink. That's going to be... spend that meter first. Alright, one kick a meter. So if I were to do it without doing the plink, I'd actually did my second kick. It would look like that. Notice that there's that extra startup motion, the kick, and then the cancel. And sometimes that fraction of a second is all that matters in terms of catching them or not catching them. So you want to, on the low meter, when you only have one kick and you only want to do one kick in the air before going into your cancel reset, you'll want to learn how to do a plink. Alright, now I'm going to talk about a high meter tactic. I'm very bad at hitting D plus K and then D plus K again. And one of the things that Capconian, one of the better Shoals that I know, has taught me is a technique where it's similar to Mr. N's double jump, and if you don't know what that is, you can check it out in the how to play. But basically it's you do a kick, you press, or when you have a meter, you press both buttons, you lift up K, and then you press K again. And when I press both buttons, it'll activate. When I lift up K, press K. On the press K, it will cancel. And then I can do my kick again from there. So let me get some meter, and I can show you what that looks like. Alright. Pretty sure you guys can see my buttons, but hopefully that's clear enough. I'm going to do a couple more times so you guys can follow along on the buttons. Alright, hopefully that was clear enough. Not sure if I can do it in slow motion. Maybe I'll try to do it. I'll get a bunch of meter and I'll try to do it a little bit slower. Just in case it's hard to follow along. Build up that meter first. Okay, so kick, D plus K, K, K. For it to basically kick again after I've cancelled it. You notice that she also has that slight kickback. That was a regular activate and cancel, and you notice that I kind of stalled a little bit, and I might have mashed twice to try to cancel. And that does happen. My significant other just got home, and so you might hear a dog in the background, but don't worry about it. There's she's just excited to see my significant other. Let's see. I'm gonna introduce Capconian. He's actually on the call with me, so second here. Hey Cap, are you there?
I'm here.
How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
All right, let me share my screen on the. Forgot to share my screen for you. That way you can react in real time. But I don't know if you were watching my my cancels, but do you have any comments on it? If you do, we're seeing them.
It's slow.
You said it's slow.
You gotta mash on cake a little bit faster.
Okay, let me try that again.
Your feet will burn.
Select your gems.
Hey, Ubersound Medic. Gonna snoop on any anti-Shoals tech? Yeah, we're gonna go over playing as Shoals and against Shoals, so you'll definitely have some notes to take. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do the cancel a little bit faster.
Select your duds.
But you feel like I can do it even faster than how I'm currently doing it. Is that correct, Cap?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Round one.
Alright, so let me try to build it up. Let me know if you can see the screen just fine.
Green is perfect.
Alright, sweet. Alright, here we go.
Hurry up.
Was that up to standard? I'm not sure if I can tell the difference.
It looks like a little. You look like a little bit nervous on that cancel because you're floating for a little bit. You should not be floating.
Like that?
You should be like something like that. There you go. That first cancel you did there on the same side, that was perfect.
That was, yeah, that's the speed? Okay. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not a Shoals main, and thanks, Cap, for confirming like what the actual minimum speed is.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's try this one more time. I hope I get an A. Oh, I forgot to kick. Alright, I'll wait
It
for
looks
next
a
one.
lot faster when you switch sides. If you do it on the same side, you will notice the pause.
Round four. Kick.
What do you mean by switch sides? You mean I should go to the player 2
So
side?
if you go to the other side where kick is, when you do the cancel, it'll be faster because the animation will look like you switch sides.
Oh, okay. So you mean on a turnaround?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Five.
Alright, I'll try to bring Cap's volume up just a little bit. Thank you for the shout out, Persa. Can you go ahead and talk again, Cap?
What was that?
Alright, I think that's a lot louder. I can see the volume go up. So Ubersaw is just saying that the volume on your mic is a little bit low, and he says it's good now. Awesome.
Ah, perfect. Glad to hear that.
Round six.
Alright, let's try this again. I think I'm just not kicking after fast enough.
Yeah.
That might be it.
There's a rhythm. There's a rhythm to it, so it takes a while. There you go. There you go.
Alright. I feel like this definitely takes some practice. Oh, there's me getting stuck.
Yeah, it's something you need to get used to. Plus, controlling and keeping her mid-air is like a discipline. Sometimes you need to like deal with because there are some matchups where you can do the side switch, but not immediately kicking is also important for baiting purposes.
Gotcha. Hopefully that's enough for people to get something to try to work on, to try to perfect. You don't necessarily need this tech, but it definitely helps when you're playing at the higher levels. I
What,
don't
the
know.
side switching?
No, just doing this particular type of cancel where you're doing the D plus K press K.
I would like to disagree. I think it's really necessary at high levels. There's some matchups that you actually need it a lot.
When you if you can press D plus K at the same time, well,
Wins.
I think that you can achieve the same type of cancel. Is that correct? Like in terms of speed.
It's D. Okay, so you do D plus K for the stop. Then you do it again so you can like stop floating, and then you
Do a
keep
kick.
pressing D and then press K.
Oh, so you're doing where you D plus K to stop, then you D plus K hold, then lift K, press K. Oh, I've been doing it
Yes.
where I use it to do the cancel. So activate and then release K, press K, cancel.
Yeah, it's
Yes, from above.
it's a bit slower if you do it if you just hold it.
High kick.
So it's a little bit faster if you do it twice.
So the one I was thinking about is if you do the regular like D plus K to activate, D plus K to deactivate, and then K to kick.
Yeah, I use that more for the same side.
Field shot.
There you go.
So that was my D plus K. So I think that both are good. It's just that my D plus K, sometimes I'll plink it and I'll mess it up and I'll get stuck in this floating.
Welcome to my world, where sometimes you're doing the floats
Uh-huh.
and you're just like, where's my float?
Yeah.
And I lose because of those lack of floats or that lack of cancels.
Mhm.
And yeah, you'll just see me do rounds where I'm just like, where's the float? Where's the switch? And it's something that happens when you do those. It requires a lot of practice and a lot of like steady execution, like to do it.
Okay. Let's see.
High kick.
So when I do my quick one, did you have any comments on the? Whoops, sounded like a motorcycle over there. When I do my quick one,
Yeah, it's on my end.
I do like
Hurry up.
a plink. Do you do the same thing for your small cancels, or is it more of just activate and kick?
Side switch cancel, like cancels from the other side. I use the D hold D type of move because the turning around animation makes the cancel faster.
I'm talking about when you have like low meter.
Oh, low meter?
Yeah, when you have low meter.
Um,
Do you do anything different on low meter?
No, like the only thing you can do with low meter is like a very low height cancel because you can get away
High kick.
with tricks with low cancels. You can also get away with air special cancels to kicks, but I don't really do much different. Just pray that when I like that.
Mhm.
Just pray that when I land, I don't get punished because I don't have any meter, and I really need meter to like continue my game.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing to note is that when Shoals has one kick a meter, it's a different matchup than when she has zero kicks a meter. Because at zero, you can't do any of your air tricks, and so you pretty much have to find a place to build that meter. That's a kind of a good segue into kind of like the common offense of Shoals. Now, Shoals, because she has that the ability to jump fast, kick across, and do a turnaround, you'll want to launch your attack somewhere about right here, where you can kind of get over them and then come back if you need to, or just go all the way through. And in order to do that, you try to want to set up an approach so that you can jump kind of close to the person you're attacking or wanting to get over. And that approach kick can be tricky because it's not a quick movement like kick and dive, who can take very small steps quickly and can readjust after landing. When Shoals comes in for a step, that's pretty long. Even this takes quite a while, and if you're not careful, they can actually peg you when you come in. So this might be a little bit far, but I'd like to be maybe this close or a little bit farther, like right about here. when I want to do an approach. That's like the approach I like to do. You can do approach from very far away, but it's much more powerful if you're closer, because as you kick from here, you notice that you start to descend in height, and as soon as they can get over you, that's when it starts to get risky. And if you can get close enough to them, then you could do a very safe attack by coming high, and then you could come low if you want to, or you can turn it around. And I feel like once you get close enough to launch yourself up to the point where they can't get over you, you're going to be in a good position. So let's do a pause real quick. I just want to kind of show where this area is. So this right here is kind of... Oop, I don't have my... Gonna have to turn the game back on. One sec. There you go. There's my little writing thing. So basically, you want to be able to kick above your opponent without them being able to react by jumping up and kicking you. And so whatever distance that is, depending on who you're playing, that'll change because everyone has different jump heights. But after I get into that area, you're going to be very strong because you can you'll have options to kick down. You can even pause here for a little bit. You can go past them and then just kick downwards to get out of dodge, or you can turn around at this point and kick again, setting up kind of the same trap, just a second round of it. And depending on how high you go, you can repeat that as necessary with how much meter you have. And that's what I feel is a very common setup you want to do as Dr. Shoals. Do you have any other common attacks that you normally try to set up, Capconian?
For me it's all matchup based, and like I have to notice some patterns on my opponent for me to do.
Okay.
Like a lot of people know me like for the YOLO like DK.
Mhm.
There's a reason I do that a lot, is because YOLO DKing, if the person is like too anxious and likes to go into the offensive, that's basically a guaranteed headshot for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a really common tactic that I use as Shoals, but I don't use it all the time, but I use it like at least once around just to see how my opponent is. It's like my temperature check. Another trick that I like to do is I like to kick, be a little bit far away, and if it's like a character like dive or like kick that requires to like jump, if I notice that my opponent does not have very good grasp on jump heights, I can just side switch, kick, and see if they just react jump. It catches a lot of newer players because they just jump very high and then they just kick.
Gotcha. So let me review that on the screen so I can just make sure I understand what you're talking about here. So the first thing you were talking about is the YOLO kick. So that's basically from the start of the game, you just you jump and then you just do a kick, right?
Yes. Please do not do this. Please do not do this on Dive Gem unless you know that your opponent is a compound that likes to DK at round start, or is a dive that is incredibly like jump high, kick heavy. Because the thing about Kick Gem is that Kick Gem kicks with Shoals will cover at around 75% of the screen, and then she'll just drop. With Dive Gem Shoals, she only covers around 50 to 55% of the screen. And remember, this is a very slow kick, so it is very telegraphed.
Okay, so that's about as far as it goes with the kick gem, and when the dive gem comes out, it's going to be shorter than that and slower than that.
Shorter and slower.
Yeah, we can go into like gem picks later, but the other thing you were talking about is basically kind of what I was referring to, where you go like this and then you pause and you kick and hoping they jump into your feet. Is that correct?
I only do that. I don't do it like that because the problem is that meter management is incredibly important with Shoals, and if I slow down for just a second, I'm basically wasting an entire second of. I'm basically wasting on that flow just one switch. So I'm basically wasting 2 meters, 3 meters worth of switches. So I do it immediately because a lot of people will immediately react to that.
Yeah.
If
I just probably botched the execution, but the idea was to come across and then kick back. And
just like that,
yeah,
yes.
okay, cool. So
But
yeah.
I pass a little bit farther on purpose.
Okay, so that about right?
Not
Or am
more.
I just not? Am I starting my approach kick too far away? Is that why?
Too far away.
Okay. So previously, when I was talking about like how I want to approach and where I want to stand, I feel like if you're gonna do that, you have to get a little bit closer. So I was like, about right here is kind of where I want to do that. But
Yep.
okay, so let's see how far I can get. Is that about right?
A little bit farther.
A little bit further. Okay, so let's get in that approach zone.
Now.
Like that.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's get back here. All
Because
right.
remember, you need to give them the illusion that you're gonna mess up and you're leaving and you're gonna go, oh no, I'm gonna second kick into a position where I'm gonna get toe tapped. Nope. Side switch, hit them while they're jumping.
Gotcha. So you bait them into chasing you, and then you do your turnaround.
That is correct.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of tactics that are going to be matchup based, but I kind of wanted to go over like this is the general avenue that is pretty strong. You can do a lot of mix-ups when you're up there, but the fact that Dr. Shoals does a lot of air movement rather than ground movement makes her a lot different from the rest of the cast. And go ahead.
There is one other tactic I would like to share.
Okay, sure.
For bad matchups or for matchups that you just can't like deal with in a 1-to-1 in the air, just kick, float for a slight second, and then keep kicking. And this is the same side tactic.
Got you. So previously when I was trying to explain, let me get the board up again. All right, so basically you want to kick, but then pause for a little bit, right?
Just float for like a split second and then kick again.
And then kick again.
Not like immediately because that's you're extending the kick, which I do in some matchups because they really can't do anything due to height issues. But I mean like make them see the float for a second and then kick, because matchups like Jafali or Portal Heavy Kungs, they either will have like a reaction advantage, so to say. Like for example, Jafali on 3 heads will do better versus Shoals in the air. So that whole matchup requires you to bait Jafali into baiting. These are like 2 examples.
Yeah.
And I just hold the kick a little bit, and then I kick because most of the time they will try to commit thinking, oh, I have the height advantage. They have the height advantage. Nope.
But you pause to basically take that advantage away from them. Yeah, that makes sense.
This is also a sound strategy versus Uncle Sensei to bait super jumps, but that one is a little bit more advanced. Yeah.
So basically, the general approach I was talking about is being this far and just having the options from here. So that's kick across with a second kick possible, maybe. Also with a turnaround possible, maybe. But also a pause here, and also a kick earlier here.
Yes.
So just setting up that position where you are in this area where you are you get up quickly and you can get over them is kind of the general goal as Dr. Shoals.
Yep.
Okay.
Another tactic that I use, it's a little bit difficult, but it is necessary in more space sensitive matchups, is do 2 kicks, and if you have the meter, just land and immediately do the emergency maneuver, which is a ground special.
Ground special.
The reason I say this is because it's faster than jumping. Yes, you consume a little bit more meter, but you also can see if the opponent is going to react, if you're going to bait them into committing. And you're also going to see if... Yep, and then when you land, immediately do ground special. Yep. For a moment, you will be able to break lower dive kick restrictions. You hold it a little bit extra,
wins.
and then you can kick if you can bait them properly.
Gotcha. So basically, you're trying to do a short kick to induce them to come forward to try to punish you, but you do your kickback or your ground special on basically you load it up that way you can get out of there as fast as possible in case they did come in.
Yep, and you also have the option for counterattack.
Yep, that makes sense. All right, so I'm just gonna show it one more time so we can see it
Yes,
in
from
action.
above. Round one. Dive
Build
kick.
up just a little meter. Okay, so that's oop, me pressing it too early.
Yeah,
And...
it happens. It
Yeah.
happens. Don't feel bad. This happens to me a lot. There you go. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
It's really good on the Kung Pao matchup. It's really good in that matchup.
Yeah, I just have to be better at the timing because I'm doing it like right before I land, so I have that like float where that's a bad move in general because you can't kick out of this and you just waste meter.
Nope. You waste meter and then you lose a round because they will automatically react. That is a show. Those are just show things.
Yep, yep. So that's a good thing for players who are playing Shoals to watch out for. Let's see. I guess we can talk about counterplay, but it's gonna be kind of weird with kick, but it's fine. We can try it out.
Oh no, it's possible.
Yeah. So proper distancing, I would say. Actually, let's just pause it here for now. I can get to my board just to talk about the distance. So usually, because we are talking about, we don't want to stand right here because that's what Shoals wants to set up. They want you there. They want to get over you and kick above you and put you in that mix-up zone. So where do you stand? And to me, that is, depending on your character, it's where you can kind of get over her if she starts to kick towards you. So kick doesn't jump that high, so his distance is actually a little bit further than most to be able to get above. But we do like kick's kickback. Actually, I'm not going to go into character-specific things, but we can just talk about the general of you want to stand in a place where you can jump over her kick in. She still has the option of pause, which can mess you up, but as long as you're not back towards the back corner of the screen, you can still, instead of jumping up, you can still jump back first before you do anything. But you don't want to stand in that area where she can throw you into the mix-ups. If you are in the area where she can throw those mix-up on you, you want to consider moving toward and under her to get out of that area. You don't want to stand in this area and have to guess if she's going to turn around, if you should jump, if you should move forward. That's a nightmare. And earlier we kind of showed how if you are standing kind of like right here, you're definitely not going to get hit. If you're standing right here, you're probably not going to get hit unless she has Kickfactor. And then if you're standing right here, you can probably get hit. So when you're moving into her, you'll know that if you can get to about this area, you're pretty much safe if you get there without getting hit. Because of the fact that she cannot kick you really fast. What she could do is kick over you and come back, but that'll take more time and you might have enough time to escape depending on your character. So in general, when you're facing Shoals, you don't want to be in that mid-range because this is the danger zone. If you have a better jump, then you could, this side could come in a little bit more because if your jump goes higher, then you can threaten her a little bit better. But whenever she does have meter, you do have to worry about her pausing and basically taking away that kick height advantage. Do you have any disagreements or anything to add to that particular spacing?
Not really, because her big problem is she needs a lot of space to do, so she can do things. So usually you just end up being either beneath her, close to beneath her at all times, or if you are a character of higher jumps, if you can jump higher than Shoals, that's a big deal because Shoals would have to end up having to bait you into committing through floats, and that's a lot of meter intensive. That's meter intensive. anything that makes Shoals like have to deal with close range, anything that has to do with her like not being able to hit you from like below or above her, that's really bad for her.
Okay. Cool. The other thing I really want to mention is I have to bring this up because it's very important. That's a difference between Shoals having 0 meter and having 1 kick a meter. When Shoals has 0 amount of meter, I believe that this is the best time to look for a mistake from Shoals. Because her ground movement is very weak, you can try to catch her trying to build meter. So she is going to either do a quick kick a meter and land fairly close, or she's going to try to back up. And whenever you see her back up with no meter, you want to get close enough to threaten that small kick of meter. You don't necessarily have to go for it, but just threatening it puts her in a position where she has to guess what to do. And if she goes up high, makes a very big jump, and tries to do a kick, and she doesn't have meter to reset, then the only option she'll have is to do her second kick or wait till her kick expires, in which point she's just gonna fall and you can chase her down. And so that's why it's very important to watch when Shoals has 0 meter, because you want to be aware of when you have the advantage. And whenever she has 0 meter, that's when you should be at the advantage for most characters who have good ground movement. Obviously, there's going to be exceptions to that. What are your favorite ways to build meter, Cap? Like on round 1?
On round 1, so I look at my opponent to see like how they move first. I do KDKK.
DKK. Yep.
Yeah, KDKK.
Yeah, you just back up right away and then just do a quick kick if they don't chase you.
Yep. After that's one of my favorite ways. Another one is like in higher levels when people know the matchup or have like a better way of covering with against Shoals. I do what is called the oh my god, it's like the neutral jump. I do a neutral jump, and then I delay any KKs until the end or in the middle.
You do basically a late on descent. So
yes,
like that.
Yes, because what that does is if they start to commit, thinking, oh, he's gonna immediately DKK with no meter, then I can either get out of that area, or they have to make sure that they can't do anything. They can't approach me.
Yeah, and also when you're kicking on descent, you can actually do it a little bit lower than on. Oh, sorry, when you're kicking on descent, you can do it a little bit lower than on ascent. Yeah, that makes total sense. So yeah, as Shoals, definitely watch the times when you can do meter. If your opponent is not worrying about it, then yeah, clap, because it's gonna be pretty good for you, because that's probably your most vulnerable points, is when you have 0 meter. Let's see. I think that's most of it. I think that one of the things we do want to cover is the line option. That's basically playing to time 0 and trying to get to that line. And the classic Shoals method is just being able to kick towards the line and not having to time it perfectly, because she can always stop on a dime with their air special. And so that's a safe way to kind of take line if the opponent can't get you. But you can also do it where you come in and you do a fake before you come into line. And then you can kick again to try to basically bait the other person into doing something earlier than they wanted to. And the last one that I like to do is, if I have a lot of meter, I don't worry about height as much, because if you have enough meter for your ground special, then you can just boost up high enough that most characters can't even touch you, and then you can make your trip to tie the line at least, if not win it. So that's basically, let's say that Kick is pressuring you. I don't think Kick will ever pressure you away from line, but you can wait for the time to come out, and you can kind of just boost. Obviously, I overshot, but you get the point.
Oh no! That's actually exactly it.
Yeah.
In that situation, that is exactly a good option.
Yep. And that's only if you have enough meter to do it. But I think that those are her like staying high is her strongest line options. Getting low is risky, just because you don't ever want to be low against the other player. Unless you know you're taking that risk, because that's how you get hit as Shoals, is you end up being underneath. All you can do is stop or make a second kick, and that's not going to get you out of the way. Do you have any other possible line tricks, Cap?
The problem with line as Shoals is that if you do the float method, you are wasting meter, and meter is so important for Shoals. And at least in some instances, sometimes it's not even worth taking the line, and just like if you have the meter,
Save it.
and you know that you have a lot of meter, you really don't want to sacrifice that, and you can take one bad round.
Yeah.
I would rather lose that round and have the meter, because if I overextend, I end up losing either all the meter, half the meter, and if it ends up tying at best, I lose all my meter.
Gotcha.
So you have to gauge the matchup, your meter, and the circumstances, and yeah, it's a little bit complicated. My answer's a little bit complicated because
it depends on the matchup.
It depends on the matchup,
Yeah.
and it depends on how comfortable you feel against your opponent with the meter that you can gain or that you have. Because meter is incredibly important for Shoals.
Yeah. So if your opponent is, say, allowing you to build early, then you won't worry as much because you know you can get that first kick. But if they're really stifling you, then you don't want to be in a position where you have 0 meter, and you have to work your way up again, because that tie will equal a loss, but then you'll also have a lot less meter. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. All right, so I think we could talk about gem selection then, and that's actually we should probably talk about Kickfactor. I think that Kickfactor is very good, but there's that trade-off that you were talking about of do I want to use Kickfactor because it will lead to a state where I go back to 0 or possibly 0 depending on how I time my movement. How do you usually balance when and when not to pop your Kickfactor?
Easy. So the beauty of Kickfactor Shoals is that you have more ground advantage, and you can be a lot more offensive. You don't have to side switch all the time. You don't have to go in the air. No, you can just stay there, and you're basically like a Mr. N or like a kick. You have all the ground in the world to make them to commit and just do that. You can just do that the whole way through. You don't have to do anything fancy.
You don't have to do the air stuff too much because you have a better ground movement. That's what you're trying to say.
That is correct.
Okay.
So I won't need as much meter. You just have to make sure that you use your ground game very effectively.
Yeah, for me, I find that I tend to get Kickfactor just because I'm not paying attention to my meter. I only pay attention when it's low, but when it's high, I'm kind of trying to set things up, and then I'm oh, I got Kickfactor. And sometimes I got to be more conscious about when I do that, because I'll do things I'll mess up a button press and I'll accidentally go into float while the Kickfactor activation happens. Yeah, Kickfactor activation to me is always a double-edged sword. Sometimes it's awesome because you force your opponent to mess up their buttons, but you also mess up your buttons at the same time.
I think that Kickfactor Shoals is good in every matchup. For the most part, Kickfactor Shoals is amazing in every matchup because you become not only very offensive, but you can also choose to be old Shoals with can do all that. You can do all that if you want,
Prince.
but for most matchups, you can just go aggressively, and most people cannot deal with that.
Okay, so you'd say what 75% of the time you'll definitely activate it, or more like 90?
It's not more that I'll activate it, but more that if I get the chance, I'll use it.
Mhm.
If I have it, like I won't go like, oh hey, I'm close to Kickfactor, I won't sacrifice, like, unless it's like a really bad matchup, then where I will focus on Kickfactor. Most of the time I'll just do all my dives and stuff, but if I'm close to Kickfactor, I'll do it, and then I'll go from there. Like, I don't have a problem with either way. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think having Kickfactor Shoals is a detriment to Shoals, but you do need to know how to play her when she is in Kickfactor form.
Gotcha. Okay. Gem selection. Let's go back to the character screen just so we can have a nice view of it.
Your character.
Foot dive shall be your reward.
Exponentially stronger than you.
Select your
Okay, so normally I do like kick gem, and I usually pick the dive gem only when it warrants it and depending on the matchup. But most of the time I think I favor the kick gem. And the meter gem, I think I only have one matchup that I think needs it, and that's against Fencer. But other than that, I don't think I ever picked the meter gem. Do you have any matchups that you pick the meter gem in?
I only pick it on only one very specific matchup with one very specific player. I only use meter gem when it's a very space intensive matchup and I really need Kickfactor.
Gotcha.
But I almost never use it. It's like a 0.01% chance that I'll ever touch that gem.
Yep, that's kind of what I use it in the Fencer matchup for, and that's Kickfactor is what I want in that matchup all the time. And sometimes even the kick gem will make it so that I go too far past them and they can roll a lot easier. So I feel like the meter gem, it slows down my kick a little bit to catch the roll, and it gets me to Kickfactor more often. Which is the only reason I would pick meter gem, because I think even with meter gem, let's actually test this out. I think you're still at 3 kicks for your first. I don't think you can get to 2 kicks.
I think so. It's like 2.5 to 3.
Yeah, it's just that you don't have it on the first jump.
That is correct.
So it doesn't. It's not that. Yeah, I don't have the. I don't have it on 2 kicks. So all that matters to me normally is, can I get it less than 2 kicks? And it doesn't do that in this case. So it's not really saving me much more, because as soon as I have 1 kick, I have enough to do it, and that's without meter gem. So I might as well have the kick speed or the jump height. Whereas that makes it the only time I really want the meter gem is when I need Kickfactor. And I think you are correct in that, there might be a certain matchup where you're playing against a certain player where you just want Kickfactor all the time, and that's a time to pick meter gem. All right, now the big question: have you ever picked YOLO gem in a matchup?
As a complete and absolute necessity in Edition, there is no reason to pick YOLO gem as of now. Like, I don't see the advantage of having triple everything by having 4 losses, because sometimes as Shoals, you're okay taking a loss as long as you have the meter for the next round.
Gotcha. Yeah, I always my stance on YOLO gem is, when you have 4 losses, the enemy gets way more unpredictable because they can take risks, and that alone makes it so that you have to play a lot safer. And I think that if you're playing so safe and you think you can win, like let's say in the set of first to 3 games, you got to win 15 rounds in sets of 5 in a row before the opponent wins 3 rounds. And that's, if you're playing well enough to take 5 rounds in a row 3 times, then I think you're playing well enough to run a different gem.
Well, I also want to comment on something.
Go ahead.
In my opinion, Shoals is like one of the, if not the best, has the best headshot game in all of Divekick. So if you play YOLO Gem and you get that one headshot, you can run that train. It's totally possible.
I'm
But
gonna
again, like you said, the risk is way too high.
Yeah, I'm gonna agreement with you that Shoals is at the top level of headshot chains. I think the only other person I would put up there is probably N.
Oh yeah.
But N requires a lot more meter to do what Shoals can do at lower meter. So that's why I think I put Shoals a little bit higher at the headshot chaining. Okay. I think that kind of covers like most of it. You say, oh sorry, what was your normal gem that you like to pick? Do you prefer kick gem or do you kind of just pick to the
So
matchup?
okay, it's incredibly matchup dependent. 95% of the time, I will use Kick Gem.
Okay,
Any matchup that Shoal has a height disadvantage, that is absolutely Dive Gem. Jafali, Mr. N to some degree,
敵を
um,
蹴りきた
some defensive dives, I will use Dive Gem. Uncle Sensei, I use Kick Gem. Oh, Bass, I absolutely use Dive Gem.
gotcha.
Um,
How about in the
Markman Kick.
how about
Markman Kick.
in a Shoals mirror? Would you prefer to have the dive gem?
Okay. That's a tricky question because the thing is they're both good. They're both really good options, but you need to understand that your playstyle will completely change depending on the gem. You are going to be more aggressive with kick gem, and you're going to be a lot more reactive on dive gem.
Yeah.
If you notice that the Shoals player is very like impatient or likes to kick a lot, and you know you can capitalize from those mistakes, you can always use dive gem. Like the big example is if you both DK, Shoals will go faster, but you will go high. So the kick gem Shoals will get there first, but will be lower to
The ground.
lower to yes than dive gem Shoals. So that's an automatic headshot for dive gem Shoals. The second round, she will. So another thing is that even in headshot form, dive gem Shoals will not be able to catch up to kick gem Shoals. So you
Gotcha.
have to like keep that in mind. Unless you set them up in the corner, dive gem Shoals will not be able to like properly space them out or bait them into like a headshot unless the dive gem Shoals commits first. So you have to make sure as a dive gem Shoals to make the kick gem Shoals commit first. With kick gem Shoals has to make sure that either dive gem Shoals commits and then you do what I call a fast fall with Shoals. Fast fall is basically you float and then you immediately cancel and don't do anything else.
Okay.
The thing with Shoals is that when you cancel the float, she falls faster.
My foot dive.
セレクティオブリー
This is like an advanced tactic I use in the Mr. N matchup. The Mr. N, no. In the Uncle Sensei matchup.
That's you jump up, you cancel just so you don't jump too high and you fall back to the ground right away. Is that correct?
Yes, I float, and then I press float again, and I fall. And falling after float is a lot faster than
Your
than
regular
just-
like this fall. or
Yes.
this fall.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah,
do
because
the
you're trying to
comparison.
bait super jump with Uncle Sensei. You're trying to bait super jump, so I just do that.
Oh, that makes
You
total
can-
sense.
Yeah.
ラウンド2
Yeah, I don't like playing that matchup because it's just a lot of like watching out to who commits first. It's a lot of neutral jumping and kicking because you can't just like commit immediately. Because if the dive gem Shoals commits first, kick gem Shoals can just YOLO it.
Yeah, it's all
If-
about who can get above, and if you commit too early, you're giving the other Shoals more height because they didn't jump as early as you did.
Yeah, sorry for the long answer. It's just that it's a very like long answer.
No, it's a nuanced. It's a nuanced mirror, so that makes sense.
Yeah. With stream I use kick gem for the only reason is because a big tactic for Shoals is to corner stream into committing into a back jump.
Mhm.
And since the back jump is very slow and doesn't go high enough to go over, all you do with Shoals is you just keep kicking. You don't commit to like the angle change,
Mhm.
and it will hit, and it will always hit stream.
You know what? It might be a good time to just like let's jump into some games and maybe we can like go over those matchup nuances like in real time.
All right.
All right. So did you want to make a lobby and I can join yours or opposite?
Oh, I'm good either way.
Okay. I guess I'll be P1. I'll create a lobby and then you can jump join.
Right. One moment while my game launches.
Yeah, no worries. If there's anyone in chat, if you do have a request to see a certain matchup, go ahead and just request it, and we'll try to get that.
Back.
We'll try to get that on screen for you. I think I will probably start with either something in the middle in terms of what I think the matchup chart would be, or we can start with like strong or weak ones. We'll see when Cap gets back if there's anything that he wants to work on specifically in terms of matchups. All right, looks like Cap is gonna be gone for a little bit, so I go ahead and put on the casual matches screen for you guys.
Oh no, I'm here.
Dive or Kung are probably your neutral starts, Urbusa. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like most of those are even. So what do you want to start off as, Cap? What do you think a good starting matchup would be?
That's a great question.
Unless Ubersoft picks one for us.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. Like, if you guys have any matchup requests, more than welcome to let us know so we can like explain them.
Okay, so a Blab has requested Shoals vs Pow, and this is kind of the matchup that kind of you did the previous tournament. There was a lot of Kung out there, so you got to play this one a lot. So I'll go ahead and queue up as Kung. Let's go back to the game. So we can add the score now. In this particular matchup, I like to pick the kick gem as Kung because your dive gem isn't going to give you enough height to matter, and you really want to be able to chase down and threaten Kung's or Dr. Shoals' landing and spacing.
Absolutely, kick gem for Shoals. You want to chase down Kung Pao if she's on the defensive or kickbacking. Also, the ground you cover is really good. The only bad thing about kick gem is that you have to commit a lot of space for when she needs to charge meter. So that's the only like negative. Besides that, kick gem the positives outweighs the cons.
Can you stay in place for this first round? I just want to kind of go talk about the spacing.
Sure.
So the spacing here is that Shoals is going to try to build meter, and as Kung, you can try to threaten that meter. So she's going to be doing something like this, or she's going to kick back, and then you follow her with a KK. And then you basically threaten this kick. And what happens is that'll put Shoals into a spot where she has to decide if she's going to do a YOLO kick instead of doing the second kick down. And if she does a YOLO kick while you're trying to punish this second kick, she can get you. But if she's wrong, then you are open to kill her. And but she'll have that one kick a meter later. So this is like the opening that I normally follow, and that's I will not do anything until she does something, and then if she does, I'll do a kick to follow her, or I'll try to threaten that kick on the ground. As soon as she kind of jumps up, you have to watch out for that low kick. That's the one that Cap was talking about earlier, is of doing a kick from the descent. But you don't necessarily have to move to threaten it. So make sure to save your don't react right away and try to make Shoals commit to something before you actually react. We can go ahead and start the next round, Cap.
All right.
So this is the stare down, I guess.
Oh no, I was waiting for you.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for you to move so I can adjust to it. So, but yeah, you can start. Okay, so that was I did a KK on the second one. Yeah, you can keep playing it. But I should have been able to do a DK to punish her there. So it's an opportunity that I missed, but it's something that will be there as you fight.
Ah! I should have stayed.
So particularly for that one, I just guessed that she wasn't going to do her second kick, and I was right. I think that Capconian was trying to do approach to try to get into that position where he can jump high, and it just didn't come out. And what happens is I ended up kicking the approach kick. No meter. Oh.
You have to do that sometimes.
Yep. She basically Capconian committed to the YOLO kick.
Ugh.
With the Kickfactor, I had the extra speed, so I knew that he was low enough, so I could try to chase that down. Oh. Yeah, so I'm trying to get underneath if I get too close, and then also trying to get further away if I feel like I can try to jump.
I was on my kick hit limit, so I extended.
Ooh, I tried to get under, but was not able to there. Oops, I should erase that. Oh! I thought I would turn around already, but it didn't happen. Let's mark that up for Cap. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to try to for this next round, going under. I went under a lot in the beginning, and I got caught in one of them that led to a headshot, so I have to watch out for that this next one. But again, first round, I definitely have to make Cap work for that meter. There it is.
Oh, don't worry.
Usually
I know how to get rid of that one.
When Dr. Shoals has 0 meter, or sorry, when she's concussed, it's almost like getting 2 rounds if you can connect on the first one, because now she has no meter again. Alright, now she has meter, and now we're going to the second phase where I have to worry about her cancels. Ooh. I was too close. I was wondering if I wanted to go through, but I wasn't sure if I made the decision too late, so I ended up jumping. Looks like I caught the approach by Dr. Shoals there. Oh, okay, that was a bad approach by me. You don't ever want to jump when you're next to her. Kick should be fine. All right, I like it.
I missed my opportunity there to get another headshot, but at least KP does not have any meter, and I overextended the float. I overextended the float, lost meter, the float got canceled. Minimum height was established, less than minimum height was established, so I couldn't kick, and KP got the advantage and punished me for it.
Yeah, just to repeat that, it was he did his special a little bit too low, so he couldn't kick again, and he just had to fall, and I got the punish for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Back to 0 meter situation. See, you got 1 round if you can pay attention. There's some gambling in it, but it's a very strong position. Again, just watching that approach. Making sure that she doesn't get the right position for free. That can be dangerous, letting Shoals kick over you, because when she's concussed, she is actually a little bit slower, so she can get a little bit closer. But as long as you pass her, you'll be fine.
So on that last round, I switched, and switching sometimes is like very detrimental for you.
Mm-hmm.
I took a risk. I messed up. Second one, I didn't switch. I didn't change to KK, so I didn't get the headshot.
Gotcha.
The Kickfactor flash.
Yeah. Got the extra speed there too.
Yeah, when Kickfactor activates, like you can't like do anything on that frame. Your inputs do not like register on Kickfactor flash, so I can't kick back.
Yep. All right.
From above.
Back to 0 meter.
Round 1. Dive kick.
I answered to
Should probably be more conscious about aiming for the head there, but I don't want to
Oh,
miss.
2. Dive kick. Headshot.
Oh my god, I did it again.
Round 3. Dive kick.
All right,
If
0
I
meter
changed
still.
angles, I would have gotten headshot.
Round 4. Dive kick.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now comes the guessing game.
Round 5. Dive kick.
Oh, okay. Shoulder. Yes.
Round 6. Dive kick.
Oh my god. Thought I had to punish. I went a little high. So when she goes over you, there's an option. You can run away, that's back up, or you can try to get under. And if she's totally over you, you have this option of, if she goes too low, can you get a jump in before she does a turnaround? And it's a really tight squeeze, and it matters how much meter she has. If she has very low meter, you don't want to try it. Oh, I should have tried to go under. I should have just kept going. Kept going backwards.
Round 9. Dive kick.
Oh! I almost
That's a
got
mistake
your...
on my end, by the way.
Yeah, I almost got your cancel beat.
That float was supposed to be a cancel. It just stuck there.
Yeah, I was almost able to hit your knees there, but that's only because of that mistake where the float got stuck for a little bit.
Yes.
I'm not sure if that was a bait. Uber saw that was more of a mistake because he had it either way, so probably not risk yourself.
Dive kick.
Too low.
Yep.
Round 2. Dive kick.
Oh, I should have backed up.
That's what I was waiting for.
I'm waiting for the second kick there.
3. Dive kick.
Just enough.
Too low.
Yeah.
Round 4. Dive kick.
Oh.
Ah!
Ooh, just enough.
Round 5. Dive kick.
Oh, the YOLO.
Just-
He almost
just
got me.
Just checking. I'm just checking.
Dive kick.
Oh,
What?
I kicked you going into my portal. Alright, we could run that back, or we could do a different character matchup.
I want to run it back and then switch characters.
Okay, cool. Chad, if you guys do have something lined up for after this, let us know. We're going to do this one more time. Going to reset it to 0 to 0. Alright. Good set, though. It was a very good set.
Round 1. Dive kick.
Ah! Ooh.
Oh! I can't air special on time.
Round 2.
I hesitated on your meter build. You got the meter build kick. Oh, that was a bad punish.
Mm.
Alright. Forcing Shoals to go lower and lower is good. If you can tag her enough, then she'll have to come higher, and that'll give you more room to go under.
What am I
It's always
doing?
that mix of whether Shoals is going to come high or low, and
Round
it's much more dangerous when she goes low.
Dive kick.
detection warning. Fraud detection.
Alright, just gotta avoid getting headshot. This is a good position for me.
Divekick.
I was like, is the third time? Are you gonna do it the third time? I better not jump this time.
I was trying to kick a little bit lower
Uh-huh.
just to see you jump.
Yeah, yeah. The mix-ups there. I definitely feel definitely at the advantage, but there's things that that Shoals can do to mess you up. So
Round one.
So a lot of like, it's like a lot of baiting.
oh, that was too far away to punish.
So, yeah, there's a lot of baiting involved in this matchup.
Two.
Yeah.
Divekick.
Oh gosh, thought I had the headshot there. Was
And
a little too high.
now comes the train if I do it right.
Yep.
Divekick.
Ooh.
God dang it.
So whenever I'm being pressured, I always try to look when am I gonna time an approach kick or if I'm just gonna back up. Yeah, so if you're not pressuring their approach, then they're gonna get the setup every single time. It is risky to pressure the approach kick though.
Perfecto.
Alright.
Round six. Divekick.
Ooh. Good fake, you just didn't hit it. Oh, I was not able to get under.
And just before Kickfactor.
Yep. Lost a lot of meter. Alright, I'll take it.
Now I can get the party started.
Oh!
Dr Shoals.
Nice mix up there. So that's pretty much it. As Kung, you want to take advantage of when she has like 0 meter. Make sure to get your kills because when she has meter, it's tough. That's not to say it's impossible. It's just it flips the other way where she has all the advantage and you're gonna have to wait for her to make a mistake, or pressure her to make into a mistake, and you're gonna have to be a little bit more risky with your attacks.
Yes, from above.
This is where you want to get your kills. Round 1 for sure. Oh yes.
I was I felt it. I felt that and if I switched, I would have gotten headshot. So that's a very important thing when you play with Shoals, like dealing with KKs and angle switching. Exactly. That's what I
I got a little greedy with my movement there.
That's why I do it.
Yeah, I didn't do the KK, I did the DK. Oh. I am not getting under there. I gotta stop trying that. Either that or go earlier.
Yeah, KP's not a getting under kind of matchup. Where is my float? Where's my float? Where's my float? That was because I missed my float. So that is something that has happened to me a lot.
Oh gosh.
That is the Shoals life.
Alright, take it. How do I pressure this? Oh, that was a bad jump.
Yeah,
So-
Kickfactor Shoals just becomes a whole other beast.
Yeah, I was thinking of how if I wanted to try to hit the approach, and I half committed, which was the worst decision because I should have either kicked or I should have just stayed still. And I did the jump and delay, and that's bad because your kick factor allowed you to land quickly and see my mistake easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the beauty of Kickfactor Shoals.
Yeah.
You don't have to take a lot of risks, and you can just inch a little bit by bit, and make sure if they're committing or not, and make a decision based on that.
Yep.
Round one. Divekick.
Oh. I knew it was coming. I did not react with the kick though. Alright, I'll take it. 2 down. I gotta worry about meter
shoulder
though.
shot.
Yeah, shoulder. Ooh. I guess I did have enough to scoot back a little
If you
bit.
kicked, you would have hit me.
Ooh. Ouch. I think that's gonna seal it up, but we'll see if I can get lucky here.
Fraud detection warning. Fraud detection warning.
I only get one side switch, so I can't mess it up.
Nope, got it.
Yeah, like I can get greedy, but the problem is I only had for one side switch, so I might as well just inched in while getting meter, so I can have at least 2 side switches in case anything happens.
Yeah, I think in that scenario, because usually if you pass Kung when she's concussed, you'll have a second chance as long as you pass her early in your attack, because she can't run as fast, like run away as fast, and so you'll be able to chase her down on the second kick. It's just getting that first attack in time to pass her.
The problem in this matchup is that if I undercommit or overcommit, that's instant headshot, even with a concussion.
Ooh.
I'm curious how your take on Mark versus Shoals.
Yeah, so Medic wants to see Mark versus Shoals, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch to
Alright.
Mark.
I hate playing the Markman Shoals matchup because 75% of every hit I get from Markman is a headshot.
Don't have time for fungus.
For me, this matchup is you want to bit like if you can get Kickfactor, precision mode, you're doing well, but to get there, you gotta put down items that mess up your movement. So it's like in order to work to your best tool, you gotta hinder yourself a little bit. And so I don't like to be in that position. So what I like to do is I like to build meter for I'm giving up my pressure on the ground, but with the dive gem I have a little bit more height advantage in that I can defend a little bit closer. But I give up that punish with the kick gem that some people might want to take as Markman. But my normal goal is I want to build enough meter for feint before I start building towards my precision mode. So we'll see how this goes. I haven't played this matchup in a while, so.
Same.
You're still pretty good. You could pressure, but it's tough. Yeah, there you go. So that's me just taking a gamble on the second kick. It's not as good with the kick gem, obviously.
That's if I didn't switch, that would have been a hit.
Yeah. Oh, did I not hit the kick on the way down? Thought I kicked back there. Alright, I'll take it. Not bad for that much amount of meter. Ooh. I should have kicked underneath. I forgot to kick. I thought I was going to try to go for the punish. Definitely not helpful. Okay. That extra height that I have as Markman definitely allows me to challenge, and now that I have feint meter, I feel a little bit better. So I'll consider making moves to build my box now.
Nice!
So that feint gave me enough time to just hang for a little bit longer and get the headshot.
Markman wins.
Yeah, as you can see, you don't necessarily need precision mode, but it is a clock for Shoals that she has to press you because it's just very good. It's not great, but it's very, very good.
Yes, from above. Round one.
Yeah, the height is, I think it's messing up Capconian. He thinks I still have Kung height. Oh, I thought I had that one. Ooh! That's one thing you have to watch out for Markman. His startup does leave a little foot out there, and it can get kicked fairly simply. Oh.
It's been a really long time since I played this matchup. Oh, Spring's there. This is a good time. This is a good time to show something.
You want to show the mess up? Go ahead.
No, that.
Back up. Oh, it went away.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can ground special out of the spring.
Yeah. All right, ready? Oh. I think I should have hung a little bit longer. I pressed my air special a little bit early there. I think I could get over that jump though.
I should have
Ooh,
extended.
a reset, yeah. Ooh, that was the YOLO.
That was the. I thought you were gonna be stuck on the glue for longer. Ah, the spring!
I don't think the spring helped that much because even if you went under, I was gonna feint to readjust. I think my favorite item against Dr. Shoals is probably the hell is that called? The portal? I like the portal because if I have feint, it allows me a lot of different things. And so you can instantly get above Shoals by just jumping in the portal, and I'm not sure how she'll react to it, but having feint in the situation where you have portal is usually good. Oh, I had that jump. I just didn't react fast enough.
Ah!
All the meter.
Oh my god, I thought. Oh my god. I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh!
After a certain like
Oh.
why?
I was trying to go underneath to see if I can get you to jump the wrong way. Like towards the wall. Because if
I was trying to kick into the oil to get a little bit more forward momentum so I can hit you.
I was gonna go like back because I didn't want to run away, so I just wanted to come back, force you to jump, and if you didn't recognize that you're not facing the right way, you'd just kick straight into the wall, and you'd have to cancel and turn around, and I'd be able to kill you from there. It was a risky move, but it would be a nice play that doesn't come up often.
From above. Round one. Kick.
Oh. Oh, I should have had that a little too quick.
Round two. Kick.
I'm really not used to dive gem Markman either.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, it gives me that extra defense so I don't have to bag up too much.
Round three. Kick.
Oh no. I think I would have got stuck on glue anyway, so probably bad. Ooh, nice.
Controller lock.
Round five. Kick.
Oh my gosh.
I should have tagged out.
That glue is really changing your approach here. I should...
Six.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't considering it. I'm like, oh, that's why you're coming in all weird, because the freaking glue. Not low enough. Oh, it went away.
What?
Yeah, the height, man.
Yeah.
ラウンド9大キック
That was a good guess.
Wow, that patience!
That was just a good guess.
That patience! That patience!
Yeah, I had nothing to do there besides duck, but I wouldn't be able to punish if I did the duck. So I'm like, let's go for it. I'm gonna hold. All right. Do you want to rerun this matchup, or did you want to switch in? Okay.
I
Well,
want to do a rerun while someone else in the chat wants to like take any
recommendations.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uber. I've played a lot of Dive Gem Markman, and maybe it's just because I have more experience with it. I don't think you can. I don't think the Kip Gem. The spacing on how far or how fast the kick gem happens, like before when he was faster, you can threaten just like Kung on the 0 meter, but the kick gem on AE Markman is not as good, and so I'd rather have the defense because you know how Markman kind of jumps pretty far back, like he can corner himself pretty easily, and I want to make sure that Shoals still has to approach even though I'm like kind of back towards the corner, because if she doesn't approach, then I still have that height on her. All right, one more set. I'll reset the scores. We haven't seen Kickbox just yet, but I mean that's normal. It only comes out once in a while because I don't focus on it, but I'm hoping to at least get it one time in our set.
ラウンド1大キック
Ooh, just got under.
What?
ラウンド2大キック
Oh, I went for the kickback.
Oh, I should have kept kicking.
ラウンド3大キック
Oh, that was a guess on my end.
I this is why I don't like the I just hate how like 75% of anything I get hit by is a headshot.
Oh, I don't know why that wasn't. But that was safe for me because I can always kick back in the air. That's my feint. I love feint in this matchup. I want to get that first.
5大キック
Oh.
Detection averted.
You gotta do that sometimes
Yeah.
on round start just to bait them out. What?
Yeah, that one doesn't work too well because of Markman's kickback is so good.
Yeah.
That one does
Oh,
work
no,
on.
I meant
Kung.
like I was trying to bait you, but I was like too slow to hit you on the heel.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you mean on my startup? Yeah.
Yeah.
ラウンド1大キック
Oh, okay. I was gambling on he'd do a late kick. I just went a little too early.
ラウンド2大キック
Ooh, the low one I should not have. He was on low meter. I should not have tried for the punish there.
大キック
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, come on!
That was just.
You see what I mean? 75% of every hit I get is a headshot in this matchup.
Ooh,
I'll
almost.
take it.
ラウンド5大キック
What? What? That is the wildest set of items I've ever seen.
Oh, I should not have jumped there. I got freaked out by my own gas. He had no meter. I was totally fine with
You
that.
got gassed up, son.
Yeah, I know. Got scared of my own.
Oh my god.
Stress fractures!
I think you would definitely adjust more, but yeah, you're just coming a little too low there. Oh, damn. Okay, so that's the bad approach where you're in a position where she can kick you with a second kick, and you can't jump to go through and underneath. Oh.
I answer to no!
Ah.
The box came
Nice.
just in time.
Damn.
Ooh. Yeah, if you get to the box, you have a very, very good advantage. Just getting to it is very hard.
Yes, from above. ラウンド1
Just a gamble on the build slash approach.
Round 2. Divekick.
Ooh,
Divekick is esports.
good turnaround there.
Round 3. Divekick.
Oh, nice.
Ah,
Nice boost though.
yep, that's what I wanted to show.
4.
That's the instant fear once the box is built. Oh.
Yes!
Oh.
Ugh!
There it is.
Round.
Oh, this is not good. I need to get rid of this gas. Alright, whatever. I go for it now. Ooh.
Damn.
I was trying to go under. You were too fast going on the second kick.
Divekick.
Oh gosh.
I'm just like, what am I gonna do if I jump? It's up kick.
Yeah, that's a tough. You kind of got cornered there. GG's. Blab Uber got recommendations for the next matchup. And Cap, you're welcome to throw one in there if there's something you want to practice.
So let's see. We should play like a common matchup or that most people like either play against Shoals or something unconventional.
I think I went over Shoals and Fencer last time, and that's one of her weaker matchups. I'm trying to think
Ugh.
of.
I don't even pick Shoals in that matchup.
I'm trying to think of her other weaker matchups or one of the matchups like she's really strong
like
at.
like the worst matchups Shoals has is Fencer, Mr. N.
Yeah, Mr.
Uncle
N's good.
Sensei, Redacted. Like those are like KP's like bad for Shoals, but it's not like I would put it like on the top echelon of bad matchups.
I put that as even just because, like I said, it's 0
Really?
meter. It's 0 meter versus meter Shoals, and it flips. Like, okay, if Kung can get a headshot, that's like 2 wins, and the first round is hers, so she has to win. If Shoals ever basically puts herself in no meter, then I think Pow should be able to punish. So that's why I put it at even, because once it switches, then it just flips, and it constantly goes back and forth, and I feel like that's enough to put it where Shoals has options as soon as she has meter, and I don't think that's
She
definitely
has
not
options,
yeah.
but the thing is, as Shoals, you're taking more risks than Kung in approaching Kung. When Kung has no meter, it's just as threatening when Kung has meter against Shoals with no meter, and then shows that if Shoals overcommits, instant headshot, nothing, and that's maybe 1 or 2 rounds lost.
Yeah, and but the other side of that is that when you're saying that Kung can possibly mess up your meter build even when you have meter, the fact that she has to risk a headshot to do it is what puts it like, once she gets headshot, she's a lot easier to chain than other characters, and so that's where I feel like the balance kind of evens out.
I think with KP you do have to like be very technical on the spacing, because she is one of the easier characters to counteract Shoals on a whiff or on a punish. But when it comes to like trying to defend against Shoals, yes, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's close enough that we're kind of close to the area where you're thinking it's slightly Kung, where I'm like, I think it's pretty close to even. I mean, it's close enough, and it really depends on who you run into.
I feel it's slight advantage Kung.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's close enough. All right, so we don't have necessarily a recommendation. So what did you want to run? If you don't want to run anything, I'll pick something.
I mean, sure, run whatever you think would be great to check.
You'll never diagnose me with economy class syndrome.
Just looking. Actually, let's just run the dive matchup.
Is solved.
Select your gems.
Trying to think if I'm gonna do the aggressive
I'm
dive
actually
or the jump
what
dive.
I do is I look at the dive player first.
You know what? Let's do kick gem, and then I'll switch to dive gem, maybe on the rematch or something. So since I picked the kick gem, this means my ground movement's gonna be a little bit better. Dive already has some good height, so he doesn't have to be too far from Shoals. So the kick gem allows him to try to punish that movement. It's not as good as Kung, but the kick gem allows him that ability. With the dive gem, he doesn't have that ability to pressure the meter build as much. But when he gets, if you have the dive gem and you have Kickfactor, that's where it's inevitable because he just jumps so high.
Oh no, it's the Uncle Sensei tip. It's the
Oh.
Uncle Sensei tip.
I gotta reset the score. I'll do it later. Oh. That was my kill. That was not a tie. Yeah, dive has a decent amount of height, so you don't have to be as defensive as I was with Kung and Markman.
Okay, what was that?
I think you're just used to the Kung and Markman low jumps.
What? That was instant kill on Flash.
Yeah.
What? No, that was ground. Oh my god, that was ground special. It was ground special.
Warning. Fraud detection warning.
Round 6. Dive kick.
Oh gosh. Oh.
Ah, I didn't have meter to cancel.
Yeah.
Just stay floating.
So in this matchup, dive has a lot of options because of the fact that he can cancel. He's not as easy to catch in the air, and his ground special can be used to catch Shoals doing a meter build kick. But since KF is such a pressuring tool, I don't like to use it as much. Like sometimes I'll use it early in a matchup to just show them that I can do it and I have it. But most of the time I want to build Kickfactor. With
Yeah,
Kickfactor,
because-
yeah.
Yeah,
What?
the second I see dive as Kickfactor, I just want to see him just waste all that meter.
Yeah, and so I feel like if you don't have the dive gem, you're not as threatening, but you can bully Shoals into wasting meter running, and if she doesn't, then you can possibly get a kill. And so whenever I get Kickfactor, I think I gotta make you spend your meter, and that way I can get you down to 0 and put you in a spot where I can kill you just by regular normals. But you know, obviously, best case scenario, I just get kills with Kickfactor. All right.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Dive kick.
Oh. Went for that chase. Almost there though.
Round 2.
Not really. God, what's wrong with me? I overcommitted on that headshot.
Yeah.
3. Dive kick. Round 4. Dive kick.
So fast.
Fraud detection warning. Fraud detection warning.
Round 5. Dive kick.
Ooh. Nice gamble.
Detection averted.
No other choice.
Round 6.
That was a good gamble. Alright.
Nope.
It ran out just at the right time. The concussion ran out just at the right time.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Dive kick.
Oh, that was such a bad idea. That's me regretting that I was like, why am I building meter? I should be watching his meter build. And then I tried to go under at a he came in really low, so it was pretty bad. Oh. How are we missing? What is going on?
What the hell?
Round 3 dive kick.
Alright, that's enough.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I answer to no one.
I got too technical there.
Round 4 dive kick.
Oh. Okay, again, that's the
You're
position.
getting too you're getting too aggressive there.
I think I'm going with the I'm still hung in on the approach there. I definitely don't want to be one character in front because jumping and jumping back are both bad.
Stress fractures.
Just wanted to make sure.
I'm still paying attention. Meaning that's me just gambling on the approach kick.
Round 8 dive kick.
Oh, I had it.
Could you please?
I had it. Oh my gosh.
Could you please?
Ooh.
No! No! I switched!
Close one, close one. We'll run it back. Do you want me to switch gems, or do you want to run it back with the dive gem? I'm sorry, kick gem.
Your call, but for tutorial purposes, you could switch gems.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Select your character.
Your
This
feet
contest
will
is trivial.
burn.
And I have to.
So a thing about Shoals as a character
Select
is
your
that at
guns.
higher levels, you have to really watch out when you're gonna commit to the second kick because, I've been mentioning a lot, like a lot of my deaths, a lot of my losses are because I'm like committing to that second kick.
Yeah.
Sometimes not committing to the kick is a better option.
1 dive kick.
Oh my god, he jumped so high.
Round 2 dive kick.
Yeah, that height, man.
There's nothing I can do there.
You had to-
except like bait.
Yeah, you had to pause before it happened. Oh, nice. That Kickfactor reset was awesome.
Round 4 dive kick. Average
Oh. Trying to
You
get
were,
under
you were
there.
gambling on the
Yeah.
switch, weren't you?
Yeah.
dive kick.
Really?
Ooh, it's okay. It's still alive. Oh,
Kill.
my DK. My no, that was supposed to be a quick DK. I think I just oh my god. I think I just missed a K and I was like, oh crap, I did it late.
Round 7 dive kick.
Nice.
Dr.
Well played, well played.
wins.
I'm gonna have to do some adjustments. I think I can still move with dive gem. It's just not as good, so I'm gonna be really picky about where I make my mid build kicks here.
Yes, from above. Round 1 dive kick.
Ooh, there it is. The gamble on the single kick.
Round 2 dive kick.
Oh, 2 gambles in a row on a single kick.
Round 3 dive kick.
Oh, thought I could get up there fast enough, but I was a little bit slow.
Yeah, I'm noticing that you're like expecting me to switch. They fixed the lower leg issue a long time ago, and I keep forgetting that.
Ooh, I should have. I could have used my special to get out of that, but I did not.
Round
So there was a way.
6 dive kick.
Ooh,
You would have hit me there on kick jam easy.
Oh, just a little off to
Lost
the
meter.
right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I lost meter. I lost. So I lost. So you know, it's like. Oh!
Ooh. Might be able to close this out now.
Oh, it's basically over.
Oh! No, no, 2 in a row though.
No! No! I didn't. Oh no! No, I didn't double kick. I didn't double kick. I should have double kicked.
Have I not been keeping score? You should have 1, right? 1-1? Or is it 2-1? Do you have 2 or 1?
I am not even paying attention.
Uh,
I think it's 1-1.
yeah, I know I definitely lost one game.
Because
just
I
can't-
won the first one, you won the second one.
Okay, cool.
Which is this one.
Wondering if you had a second one, but I can't remember.
No. It's 1-1.
Okay.
It's 1-1. Because this is the second match with Dive Gem.
Cool, cool.
Round 1.
Oh, too slow.
Just seeing if you were gonna commit
I
again.
gotta respect it. You're definitely throwing them out there more often now. Ooh. I'm respecting it. I'm respecting it.
Round 3.
Nope, not fast enough.
Yeah, like some matchups completely depend on the dive, on the gem.
Oh, okay, that was activation.
Why?
That was activation pause. Okay, that was me gambling.
Round 6.
Ooh, that was me gambling
Come
again.
on. Come on.
Round 7.
Gambling on the meter build kick. He let it go.
Round 8.
We're both gambling.
Look, it's sometimes you need to do it.
No, that's the matchup for sure. Ooh, nice, nice. I was wondering if I should do the waste my meter, but I'm like, I'm too close. Let's hope he goes over. That's one of the niche situations where you could use ground special to get under without having to risk the height. But I got greedy. I wanted to get that kick factor, and I paid for it.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Kick.
Oh, I thought I had it.
Round 2. Kick.
A little bit closer. I'm still learning that distance height.
Round 3. Kick.
Oh.
I don't think it doesn't matter if I switch kicks or not. I wouldn't be able to get out of that. I'll take it.
Yeah, no headshot's good.
Round 5. Kick.
Ooh, I got a little too close there. Gotta be more careful about that meter build.
Round 6. Kick.
Where's my?
Oh, got stuck.
Really? Nope.
Round 7. Kick.
Oh! I thought I had it. Oh! So far, I'm guessing right. It's not happening.
Where's my? Oh, the flash.
The flash, yeah.
The flash did not let me. The flash didn't let me cancel.
Yeah, and it gave me enough time to be like, oh, this is a bad situation. I can jump here. Good set so far.
From above.
Last one in the set.
Round one. Dive kick.
Oh, nice late second kick there.
Mhm.
Round two. Dive kick.
Oh,
Yep.
Round three. Dive kick.
You could have kicked me there earlier.
yeah, I know. I missed the opportunity.
Round four. Dive kick.
No, that's not. I'm trying to do ground special.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna fly away. I was surprised at the YOLO. I almost didn't react in time.
Round six. Dive kick.
Nope. Alright, I gotta take it. Yeah, it's 0 meter though, so it's
Round
decent.
seven. Dive kick.
Oh, the very fast one. Oh my god.
Dive.
The time was definitely warped by the flash activation. I'm like, oh, we have to get to center now. Good set, good set. All right,
You want to run it back, or you want to pick another matchup?
we'll see if Chad has one. If not, we'll pick one more matchup. It is getting close to 7:30, so we'll probably end the stream soon, unless you want to stay on a little bit longer.
I'm okay.
All right, let's take a look.
Like, I'll keep playing Shoals. Just
To face foot dive is to face one's end.
I'm gonna do some kick matchup. So kick definitely has a disadvantage here. He doesn't jump as high as dive, and so he runs into a lot of problems. He does have really good ground move, and even with the dive gem, he can threaten the meter build kick. The problem is he can't get close enough because dive can get close because he can get over Shoals, but since kick can't, then his threat is coupled with the fact that Shoals can just commit to a higher jump. And so for me, I'm trying to get Kickfactor, and I'm also trying to utilize Party Starter here to put Shoals in a bad position. I can also use New Angle to threaten chase downs. I should have went a full jump there. That would have been better. Oh, come on.
you lost meter, and it's a double KO.
That should have been a kill for me. Okay. Oh, I missed.
Nope.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so most of
This is-
Kick's
this
meter
is-
stuff is gambling.
In this matchup, like, side switching is really good because if you don't side switch, Kick can just run below you.
Yeah, he's very fast at his ground movement.
Come on, that was the delay kick.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
oh.
You thought, right?
I had
You
to just
thought.
land. I just had to land. I would have been fine. Oh! Okay. I would have been fine if I just didn't kick. My muscle twitch made me kick there. That's one for Cap.
This from above. Round one.
That's the beauty of Shoals versus Divekick. He
Yeah.
he doesn't get to like retaliate as easily.
Oh.
No! No! Why? Why so late?
Oh. The YOLO.
It works, man. If it works.
Not enough to
He ran
reset
his
there.
course.
Yeah.
He ran his course.
Oh.
Yeah!
I just have to wait a little bit longer, and I'm not doing it. Oh. That was not. That was a waste.
Headshot.
Yeah.
Not a headshot.
Oh.
No!
A lot of the time, Kick will get his kills off of Shoals near misses, and that's when he'll get to the point where Shoals just like shaves by him, and because his ground movement's so good, you can set up situations like that, but it is fairly risky. And I think of everything that Kick does is risky. Like trying to use his special where he has to jump high in the air to do a chase down kick, trying to do his party starters. Like it's really hard to hit party starters, but when you do hit them, it's still a gamble. So everything he does is risky, but Kick is still really fun to play. So I do enjoy the matchup, even if it's Shoals' favorite. How many Kicks have you played against any other Kicks lately or within the decade?
Iron Rust has been slowly convincing me that this is not an incredibly like losing matchup because of K-Bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I have played like after like this like with you and Argan like most Kicks I really don't get a lot of issues with because they don't know the church of K-Bomb.
Oh, okay.
K-Bomb is like really important in this matchup.
Yeah,
for Kick
the
because...
chase down is necessary. I can't remember if that was 1-1 or 2-1 for me. I think it might be 1-1.
That's 1-1.
Yeah, I think it might be 1-1. All right.
Yes, from above. Round one. Round two.
Oh. Nice. Very good cancels there, man.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll take it.
I didn't even get the chance to do the second kick.
I was looking for it.
No! Nice K-Bomb!
Thanks. Thank you.
0 counts as a second. God! Wow. Wow!
Oh.
No? No?
Achilles tendon rupture.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I missed it. Oh, that was bad. I should have ran away.
Parents don't understand.
Take it.
Rejection hurts.
Close one though.
Oh, that hurt my soul, bro.
You could have gambled.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, yeah. It's always the choice, right?
Yes, from above. Round one. Divekick. Headshot.
All right, made the good read there.
Round two. Divekick.
Oh, I kicked too far. All right.
That is the world dive gem kick lives in.
All right. I'm okay with the dive gem because I like the extra defense, but yeah, I will be missing some of those.
That was supposed to be ground special.
Round four. Divekick.
I got a little height now. Oh.
Bye bye height.
Oh no.
Come on.
I shouldn't have just wasted my meter. I should have just threw the
Scalpel, please.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. Wait, no. No.
Ooh, too close.
Round eight. Divekick.
Oh. Oh.
God.
Ooh.
Just once I want to win a line.
Oh. Nice, nice. All right, gotta make the guess.
Round ten. Divekick.
Oh, I should have went full jump. I was like, are you gonna come down or are you gonna go around again?
I have the meter. I have the technology.
I should have went full jump.
Never go full jump.
Never. No, you gotta go full jump sometimes.
Yes, from above. Round one. Divekick.
Ooh. I think if I delay a little bit more, I got it.
You could
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Two.
It's a little too early.
Yeah, I was already at that 75% mark.
Three. Divekick.
Ah!
Round four. Divekick.
Oh, I knew it was a bad jump, so just trying to get out of it.
Round five. Divekick.
Alright, I'm alive.
Really? Really? All right.
Round six. Divekick.
Oh, that was nice.
Rejected.
Round seven. Divekick.
Angered Shoals.
Alright, I'll take it.
So alone.
I think if I go away, I'm still dead, so I had to go forward.
Divekick.
Good gamble
You know
on my
what? I
part.
deserve that. I deserve that.
Round
I deserve that.
Divekick.
That one too.
The YOLO.
No YOLO with no meter.
Yeah, that's basically. Did you want to run this one back?
No, let's pick something different.
Okay. Let's see, 740. You know what? I can go another 2. Let's go another 2. So,
All right. Make the two characters count
all right, let's.
for training purposes.
Your character.
I don't have time for fungus.
I think N might be another character that people play.
Oh yeah.
So
That
let's see this
matchup.
one. Yeah.
That matchup is horrible.
Select your duds.
So Mr. N definitely has the advantage here. We were talking about, Shoals is trying to make sure no one gets above her, and gets above her whenever he wants. He does need a little bit of meter to start, but yeah, he kind of controls the matchup, and Shoals has to figure out ways to make him commit to stuff. Yeah, like that. So he got over me, and that's a very good place for Shoals to be.
Yeah, that's the matchup in a nutshell.
Basically. Mr. N's double jump definitely helps here. I didn't even need it, but I did it anyway. Oh, I should have kept running. Shoals does have, I mean, her air special still allows her to make fakes, but it's obviously going to be a little bit slower than normal. Then Mr. N can, because Mr. N has enough meter, he can pause in the air to respond to those fakes as well. That was a good YOLO. I was almost gonna take 2 steps. Oh.
Failure is beneath Shoals.
I'm surprised you're playing Dive Gem for this matchup.
So I'm not that great with Mr. N.
No, you cannot.
As far as like his midair stuff, and I feel like the dive gem gives him more time to do it. I know that the kick gem gives you way more mobility in this matchup, but I feel like just for my style, I like the dive gem because it gives him more leeway in the air.
Yeah, the thing is that with kick gem, all you gotta do is space me out, and then I have no other choice than to jump up. You float, you win.
Yeah. It's just my the problem is doing that float at the right time on reaction is hard for me. I'm not very fast, and I feel like if you're a very fast character who you have fast reflexes and you have good technical skills, Mr. N is going to do wonders because he has a very high skill ceiling in the fact that he's so fast, plus he has tools that match that speed as well. If you can utilize it at that speed, you'll do really well with him, Mr. N.
So regarding this matchup, there's like this joke I had with Mushroom Gas. He says this matchup is 9-1. I tell him, no, you are completely wrong. This is an 8-2 matchup.
8-2?
This is 8-2. That's for my copium.
I think I have it set at 7-3, only because I don't think it's worse than Jafali, and I still think Sensei Jafali is the worst matchup in the game. But we both think it's bad. That's all that matters.
I was kind of like just taking advantage of your lack of knowledge of Mr. N with the spacing.
Oh gosh, should have had it. My float there was pretty bad though. Ugh.
Round 6.
Nope.
Perfecto. Round 7.
Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, you should have just kept Kickfactor.
Yeah.
Round 8.
That was supposed to be ground special.
Round 9.
There's nothing I would have done there.
Wins.
Yeah, I don't even your float and float back. I don't know if it's fast enough, and I still had enough meter to do another double jump if I needed to.
Yeah, you could have just done like a secret jump and bam.
Yeah. Assuming I'd be fast enough to do it, because I might not have recognized the situation.
Yes, from above. Round.
But we can see N's options. He's got a lot of options in this matchup. Oh, that was a bad jump.
No!
You could have had float me there. You did have the meter advantage.
I had...
Round 3.
Take
Divekick.
that. Take that. Eat the foot.
Oh,
Take that. Heels, that's it. Sandwich. Take that. Take that. Take that. Sandwich.
Round 4. Divekick.
okay.
Insult.
That was nice.
That's broken.
He's still not concussed.
Divekick. Insult.
No, where's my ground special? That was ground special.
I have to say that if you do get Mr. N concussed, it's pretty good for Mr. Shoals.
Oh yeah, it's great for me.
It's great.
Mr. Wins.
Like I really don't even have to try to do setups against Mr.
Yeah,
M.
Mr. N concussed is horrible.
It's
That's
like,
why.
do you jump? Do you not jump? Okay.
All right, that was 3. We'll look at another matchup.
My strategy as Shoals, go to the character select screen, ping pong pow. That's my tech.
Oh, against Mr. N.
Yeah, I do not play this matchup with Shoals. There's like 3 matchups I refuse to play with Shoals. And this is one of them.
If we had a Mr. N available, you don't play Mr. N though, right?
Nah, my Mr. N is non-existent. Yeah.
Yeah. We could do the reverse, but since we don't have one around, we'll look for one more matchup.
Do you
This
want
is
to do
picked.
like the Redacted matchup or the Fencer matchup?
I want to do one that's. What does
Face me.
I mean, I'm trying to think of who would get picked, but I'm trying to think of like no one really picks the Baz, so I don't think this is a good pick.
This is one of the few times I ever picked Dive Gem.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if this is worth doing or not.
If you need to do a character change or whatever, just let me know.
You know what? Let's just run it.
Alright.
I'm trying to think if I'm gonna do meter or. Let's just do dive.
Uber's asking for Redacted or Jaffe.
Oh, okay. I'll come back and I'll be back. Or sorry, can you rejoin? I should just say that.
Okay.
All right, we'll do redacted. I think we've done a Jafale one already. We've done that a few times, so I think red would be
Beware
good.
my foot dive.
0.
Unacceptable. Select your duel.
So this is similar to the N matchup, except Redacted doesn't have a pillow and doesn't have as much air control. But Redacted has a very good vertical jump and can dodge lower kicks using Feral. And so it's really hard for Dr. Shoals to hit Redacted, who's prepared to use their defensive tools. And Redacted can get that height to get above Shoals. However, if Redacted ever gets to the headshot, it might be game because her head sticks out so much that the turnaround game or the cross-up game on Dr. Shoals' side is really, really good. So as Redacted, I'm going to be looking for places where I can punish her and using duck if I need to. That was supposed to be a duck, but I did not duck there. And then hopefully I'll have meter for air special if I make bad jumps. That was a good early kick. I was going to go for a punish, and that early kick allowed him to actually kick me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Round 5. Divekick. Round 6. Divekick.
This position I feel good because it's a reactable position if they try to come in.
Round 7. Divekick.
So I'll probably stand a lot, forcing Dr. Shoals to do something. If not, I could go to line game.
8. Divekick.
Oh!
Since I have Kickfactor, I can definitely try to chase. Oh no! The runaway. Oh, I almost escaped, but the second kick got me. Nice. See if I can clean up my inputs, get those ducks on the right timing, and get my reaction kills. So the difference between on the stare downs, Shoals still has the option of to basically force me to jump on reaction, and then with her pause and then try to kill me. But the timing's tight on that as well, since Redacted falls so fast. But it is an option in the game.
Yes, from above.
Beginning of the game, I try to build 3 kicks a meter, make sure barrel's online.
Yep.
Achilles tendon
I knew that was
rupture.
gonna happen.
Round 2. Divekick.
I answer to no one.
Yeah, Redacted has the speed.
I cannot YOLO Redacted.
Yes, he has the speed to... Oh, there you go. Ooh.
Headshot.
Nope.
I have no hope.
Round 4. Divekick. Double kill.
Nah.
Achilles tendon rupture.
Fraud detection warning. Fraud detection warning.
Round 5. Divekick.
Fraud detected. Fraud
Like the gamble there is like so ridiculous.
Yeah, the fact that Redacted can approach so easily with high jump makes approaching concussed pretty well, but I think Shoals isn't as chain shot heavy as Redacted is for sure. On the opposite side.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Divekick.
Eat the foot.
Like you don't have to commit as Redacted. You just wait.
Yeah, you're just trying to push Shoals into a bad position and hopefully react to it. Oh.
Yes. All right.
But if you make a bad
Alright.
reaction,
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I've been waiting for.
all right, take it. I'll take it.
Round 4.
Look, 5 years of this matchup, it makes you feel things, alright?
Oh no.
I'll take it.
So Shoals with Kickfactor definitely is a different beast because she's a lot faster on her kick. Oh no. Here comes.
I don't even have to try.
Yeah.
Dr Shoals wins.
So I am gonna try not to get headshot, but the reactions needed for this matchup is still fairly high, just because I don't know, I'm just a very slow person, so it's hard for me to play Redacted and Mr. N. I play them decently, but I don't feel like I can realize their full potential. Hopefully I can get a little bit better. I'll try to focus on when the kick comes in and
Yes, from above.
not worry too much about ducking. Worry about that punish.
Round 1. Divekick.
I answer to no one.
All right,
Round
see if I can turn this around.
Divekick.
Nope, why did I do that again?
Shoals.
Round 3. Divekick.
Hate it when that happens.
4.
I did have a meter for a jump back if you end up doing a float. That wasn't a float, that was just Kickfactor activation. I got scared.
5. Divekick. Headshot.
I'm done.
Round
I just need to make a safe approach.
Like,
here.
Shoals' biggest strategy in this matchup is just like trying to see if Redacted gets impatient
wins.
and tries to commit to something, or maybe bait her.
Mhm.
But man,
Yeah, I think it's you try to build meters so that you have the tools to basically push Redacted into a position where they can hopefully do something. Like if you do a fake kick in and they whiff, then that's your time to try to hit that headshot, then line up the headshots. I still like the fact that Shoals has an air cancel, and just having air cancel does a lot. I haven't played this enough to try to win line.
Oh, Redacted wins line.
Yeah, I'm wondering on the
because
repercussions.
Yeah, because the thing is, Shoals can hold the line all she wants, but Redacted, all she needs to do is one neutral jump to kick, and that's it. Because she dominates very small space, in which Shoals does not.
Can you?
Shoals needs a lot of space for her to like bait Redacted into something, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you can aim a kick to where it crosses line, where it can threaten a feral and the jump up. Like if Redacted is waiting on line, can you take line from Redacted with a steep kick?
No.
No? Okay.
No, because what would happen is that if I did it in 1 or on 2 seconds, she can get out of feral and hit me.
Ah.
If I stay up while she ferals, she's in the center, and Shoals has to like wiggle around to stay as much in the center as possible. And even if I get into a tie, I lose meter.
Oh no, yeah, I don't think you should be going for the tie. I think I was trying to figure out how you can go for the win on the line.
No, because she'll feral, and unless you know the Redacted player will not get out of feral, yeah.
Okay.
Give me another
From
one.
above.
Yeah, makes sense.
Round 1. Divekick.
Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, but
Stress fractures!
I have to read it.
Yeah.
Round 2. Divekick.
If you like, if you react to it, it's not gonna happen like it happened there.
Divekick.
Nope.
Failure is beneath Shoals!
Round 4. Divekick.
Oh.
Hurry up.
Nope.
Fallen arches!
I can completely waste Redacted's meter leaving Kickfactor. I just back off.
Round 5.
Makes sense.
Divekick.
You see? You don't have to do anything.
Just gotta duck.
Detected.
Ironically, it looks pretty nasty, but if you get one headshot, it's over.
Yeah,
If Redacted gets one headshot, it's over.
I think that's I wish there was more Redacted players to practice against, but I don't know. I feel like Shoals she always has the potential because of her air special, but Redacted doesn't have to do much. Like they can just decide to play defensive. And I'm wondering if it goes that way, can Shoals get enough meter to threaten line? And like I can see your point in that when you're trying to attack into line, you have to guess on what Red is going to be doing in terms of like, are they going to stay in Pharaoh or are they going to try to kick? And that only covers on the line. Redacted can also play off the line as well. Anyway, let's go one more for fun.
Alright.
Your character.
We'll do Kenny.
Foot dive!
Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny's always a fun one.
I'm here on Runiti Udarak's good graces.
Select your gems. Select your duds.
I'm only doing the dive gem because there are certain stances that I just need it, but I would prefer the kick gem. Oop, change this up.
From
So we
above.
get a little rain here. Good luck, have fun.
1. Divekick.
This gets
Thank you for doing these sets with me as we tried to explain Shoals more here.
Of course.
Ooh.
Remember, you have air special.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yes.
Oh crap! Wait, that's kick.
Oh, no. That,
was
yeah, that
like-
was kick. That wasn't high enough for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that was kick. I was like, I'm fine. What am I doing?
Ooh.
Nice.
Enough meter for special too. Kenny's air bullet allows him to stall in the air. Also, if the bullet hits, it's a 1 second freeze, but it does drain all your meter. While it's out, it'll drain, and if it hits, it'll drain all your meter. Oh, a standstill. Oh my gosh.
Ah, nice.
Just enough
Something
meter for
that's-
the special.
So something you have to always pay attention is when Kenny does the first kick.
Yeah.
Once Kenny does the first kick, revise your strategy because you need to know
Who
what
he is.
Yes.
For those who haven't played Kenny, I like to run KDK as my starting kick fairly often. Sometimes I'll do DK, but I do KDK because if you're running a character that isn't a double jump, it'll act like a regular kick. But if you are a double jump character like Stream or S-Kill, then you won't give up as much space than if you did a regular KK. Because if you do regular KK as Stream or S-Kill, you'll jump really far back and give up all your space. Alright. 1-0.
Yes, from above. Round 1.
Oh my god, so high.
Ah! Really? What? Wait. Oh yeah.
Turnarounds.
That's a very. I've never seen that before. Ah.
Round 3.
Oh! I thought I was gonna do feint for some reason. Like, I am not actually Markman. Ooh. You have... Okay. I was like, how did that hit me so quickly?
What?
Was that dive or
What?
kick? I don't know.
That was dive.
6.
That's
Dive.
kick.
This is dive, I think. Yeah,
What's
definitely
my
dive.
ground special.
Round 7.
Darn. A little too slow on the kick there.
Round 8.
Oh.
Wow.
I think
I
you
just
just...
went the whole 10 yards.
Yeah, I didn't think
Nice.
you expected me to jump that high. Probably.
Yeah.
That's why I picked the dive gem as Kenny. I just want a little bit extra defense because I need to figure out who I am in the beginning, and then that's gonna give up space. And
Round 1.
still wish I had kick meter or kick gem because it's so much easier to build meter.
Round 2.
Oh my!
I was trying to float again.
I heard the buttons. I heard the buttons.
Whoa!
Oh. Oh. I was thinking you were gonna pause there, but my time was dropping down with that. Oh, why didn't I kick? My time was dropping down with the homing bullet out. I was gonna have 0 meter, so I was just trying to make something happen. Oh no! Nice.
Round 6.
Oh, come on.
Nice. That's one of the Shoals mirror specials. Using oh my gosh. Ooh. I wonder if the second kick would have got me free, but I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
Because I did the.
Well, I think
up
you
jump.
would have gotten headshot.
No, I did the jump up versus the jump back. I was S kill at the time, so I don't know if. I think he still would have got me though. The speed there was there, I believe.
Oh yeah, I was too close.
Round 1.
Oh. Oh. Oh! Just press kick before he kicks me.
Round 2. Kick.
Oh. Should have just went upwards.
Round 3. Kick.
This is kick.
Round 4. Kick.
Oh come on. Oh yeah, I switched.
Round 5. Kick.
Oh no! Okay. I should have just went up. I had enough meter already.
When you just kept kicking like that, I'm like, you know what, fuck, I'll just YOLO.
I was trying to build the meter so I can get the turnaround quicker. And then I was like, I don't need that last one. I could have just went all up, used my height already.
7.
Nice.
Dr Shoals.
Tied up, hype set. Yeah, I feel really good as Sensei because the height on Sensei is pretty good, and you don't ever switch to the dive punch. So I just need the meter to mess with the turnarounds
From above.
and feints.
Round 1. Kick.
And stance is good for me.
Round 2. Kick.
Dive? Maybe dive. Oh my god, that was an input error. Wasted my meter though. It's not good.
I mean, you got the round.
I got the round. Can't be mad about getting the round. Oh. I guess I'll have to take it.
Round 4. Kick.
Ooh, nice. Patience.
Just trying to.
Nope.
I was trying to rely on my shortness.
Round 5. Kick.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was bad. Ooh.
Wow.
Really good timing on my kickback there. Waiting for the turnaround.
6. Kick.
Hold that.
That was definitely a kick. GG's. Very good set though. Saw both sides of that matchup. Thank you, Cap, for joining us, and Ubersaw and Balboo are in the chat. Thanks for joining us as well. It's been fun. Definitely playing the game and going deep into characters I always found very interesting to me. The fact that this is a 2-button game and there's so much to learn, it really amazes me. And hats off to Cap for being such a good Shoals that he can put on things that I just can't put on display. Like when we were doing the, yeah, that's not fast enough. I was like, oh, yep, sorry, man. I can't do it as fast as you can yet. Did you have anything you wanted to put in before we end the stream, Cap?
I think we covered everything. If anyone has questions, it would be a great time. Overall, Shoals is a good character, but there's like a lot of like execution nuances you need to learn with the character and learn when to risk an angle shift or not. Um, and always watch your meter. Besides that, just play more Divekick.
I'll second that motion. Play more Divekick. All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Cap, thanks for hanging out to the chat. We'll see you next time. Hopefully, we can see you guys on Saturday. We do have a tournament coming up. Go ahead and join the Discord and sign up. There's going to be a post in the tournament info channel. Give you the chat launch details. And hopefully we get a lot of people. I know it's July 4th weekend. Hopefully people are free and not too busy. Thanks for the Discord invite in there, Ubersaw. All right, guys. Take care.